Hello, hello. Where's the moon tower? The USB-C's on the fritz. I need to figure out what's going on. I mean, I think that PCB's always had a bit of issues. So I need to like go and figure it out. The Manta's almost as good looking as you, Alex. Oh man, oh shucks. Oh shucks, dude. Bushido, thank you very much for the prime. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, dude. Hi, everybody. Alex, your time at the Moon Tower that we have joint ownership over. Huh? It's my term now.
Time
Please
flies.
DM me. Crop me, I wasn't aware. I might bring the Moon Tower to that. If I fix it up, I'll bring it to the next meetup. Sinister, thank you so much for the tier 1. Is anyone else limited to 720? Uh-oh, did I forget to change it back to 4K? I did. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to just quickly end stream and restart it. 1 sec. All right. That should fix it. That should be working. Although I think the YouTube... Okay, there we go. YouTube stream is back too. Pro streamer activities. No, it's because I use OBS to record my... Oh boy, what is it called? I use OBS to record a lot of my other stuff too. So sometimes I swap off OBS, not thinking. Sometimes I do. Glorious 4K. Guess what came in today? It's made of stone. Is it a table? Oh, was it your Mason 60 or whatever? Is it the nice keyboard? But yeah, how is everyone doing? How is everybody? Glorious 4K. It's not loading for me though? I'm not sure. Alex, love the channel and always watch as I build or when looking for recommendations. Love your stuff. Thank you. I appreciate it, dude. We getting Greg on today's keyboard build? Excuse me? Greg on the new Sonnet? You got your Obsidian in? Damn! Oh wait, that came quick then. I mean, that was actually... Was it quick or was it on time? Zombie, I haven't sent you... I don't think I sent you the thing yet, but I will send it to you after stream today. I'll just do it on Twitch. I think I saw you message me on Instagram as well. I never... Instagram messages are like a cesspool of random stuff. But I'll send it to you today, Zombie. Been waiting for this since the announcement. I know. This is what we were waiting on, by the way. Let me show you guys the funny part. Also,
no matter the pixels, you're always a stunner. Almost
Thank
5
you.
years, Papa.
I know, dude. Honestly, I gotta say something after this, but this is what we were waiting on, by the way. This is what held up the stream a little bit. To say something, today I was actually going through my build service, and I was just updating some of like the text on it, and I realized I've been streaming for 5+ years and building people's keyboard stuff for like building client boards for nearly 4+ years. Crazy. Alex, what's that little Leica lens you said you loved when you last showed it? Oh, I'll get it for you. It is, oops, this little guy. Although, I'm going to tell you right now, man, I actually went to go look up the cost of these little guys. These little 40 mils. They gone up like $400. Yes, Hong, I think I did. Did I not respond to you? But I did see your email. This I got for $700 Canadian, so I don't know what that translates to USD. I just saw listings for this, like good listings, because you do have to be careful with some of these older lenses. I was seeing listings of like $1,300 to $1,400. Which, listen, it's a great lens. I actually really love this little lens. I don't know if I'd spend $1,400 on this thing though. It's cute, but I don't know if it's $1,400 cute. You know, show you guys a little close up. it's super small. I think, do you guys want to see it on the camera? Like, that's why I like this, just because of how like small this thing is. But yeah, mine's not new either. Mine's like old, and I think mine was considered like Mint Plus Plus, just not Mint Plus Plus Plus. There's like of the grading systems of whatever they used. So it's pretty nice though. I really like it. I don't know how some dust settled on the lens. Yeah, man, I gotta say, eBay sometimes, especially stuff coming from Japan, is not fun to buy. It really, really is not. Sometimes it is not fun. Mint plus 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 plus, yeah. Received my detour yesterday or today. Guess I was too excited to build it, and I managed to install all the switches in the plate and solder them on before I realized about the stabs. Bro, I've done that once or twice. Don't even stress, my guy. I have literally done the same. Don't even stress. Here, I'm gonna put it on the camera. Actually, I kind of want to use this lens. Don't even stress. Any beginner tips for learning to nail down manual focus? Yes. Practice. I know that's like the lamest thing you probably don't want to hear. But another tip I can give you. Jason, thank you so much for the Prime. Another tip I'll give you too. So this is a 40 mil, okay? Depending on where your lens says over here, I like shooting if I'm really unfamiliar with a lens. It actually depends on the lens, but I'd say 40 mil and lower. F8, okay? Now anything in between, let's just say, what's a good range in feet? I think this is a good range. So it'll give you like 3.5 to 5 meters, or feet rather, will be in focus. Or you can go a little bit further and you can even get like 6 feet. So anything between the F8 and the F8, 6 feet to like 20 feet will be in focus. F8 is your starting point. Then when you're ready, you can go down to F5.6, or even if there's an in-between. And then you can kind of look, that'd be the next little marker beside the 8 in between the 4. Then you can go in between and start learning there. But realistically, find where you normally take photos from, and figure out like, okay, this is my usual preferred distance. Then literally what I do now when I go out, mostly with my 28 mil and my 35, is I leave it on F8 and I forget about the whole camera. I just leave it in between my preferred range and click, 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 click. I don't even need to do anything. So pretty much the key to this is just practicing. Hell, if you really are not sure, you can even go up one more stop if you want. Mind you, you're gonna have to compensate maybe with some different ISO. But yeah, that's kind of like the little tip. That's a fun little way to get that done. But on different lenses, like you can see on the 50 mil, that little range is a lot more narrow, right? So you really have to like be careful with what you're shooting and how you're shooting and stuff like that. Anyways, that's really all I can tell you about that. Alrighty, so how's things? Things are things. Can't complain. Today looked like a beautiful day outside. It was indeed not a beautiful day. It was freezing cold. I'm going on a trip soon. I'm wanting, but also nervous to try out manual focus. Sumo, literally F8. If you're going on a trip, you're probably not going to shoot anything closer than 6 feet. So like do 6 feet beyond. And then bring a 35. Bring a 35 or a 28 and you'll be golden the whole trip. You can just literally turn everything to manual, turn ISO to auto. You're good. And just go. Like, just have fun with it. Well, actually, maybe just leave shutter on auto too. Just say fuck it. Alright. Dude. Okay. Little thing before we start the stream. can I say that I'm also... I just dropped water on me. I am so humbled. People have been getting Mantas this week from other vendors, and people just got a lot of people just got their shipping info. I know that some other vendors just received their Mantas today too. There's been a lot of demand for more Mantas, and we don't have enough, man. So it does look like maybe down the road there might be a round 2 or a V2. Most likely V2. Why is USD Bull being so slow? It's because he sea shipped his. He had a lot more units, and air shipping would have been very detrimental to the cost of the keyboard. Watched your review on the Neo 75CU like 5 times to figure out if I wanted to pull the trigger on it, and I'm glad I finally did. It's easy. Dude, it's such a good board, right? Don't you already do a V2 of a board I haven't gotten yet? Well, we're not going to do it until like next year, man. Like, this ain't going to be for a while, so. Going to customize the MX Master 4 like you did the 3? No, I don't think I'm going to paint this one. I think this is just going to be left white. Looking to copy your thermal build? How'd you get the foam? Okay. KJ, don't laugh, but you're free to if you want. The foam is actually the foam that you use for packing dishes when you move. You know that really thin white foam that you kind of like, you put a dish inside? Or you kind of stack the dishes with? That is the secret sauce to that thermal. It's that particular thin, white, filmy foam to protect dishes. That's it. And then you can just use whatever switches you want. Do you have an upcoming vacation trip? No, should I? I don't know why I clicked that button. Should I have an should I? I don't even know where to go on vacation, man. We already did a little something at the beginning of the year. We took our little few days off. I don't know. If we were to book something else, I honestly really want to go back to Banff. Banff is not super duper expensive. Because that's the other thing. I don't know if you guys saw this. The price of flying right now because of fuel and stuff is kind of expensive. So I was thinking maybe if we're going to go somewhere, it's probably going to be Banff. Or maybe just somewhere around Ontario. I really do want to go to Nova Scotia. I just, or PEI. I just don't know how long I should spend there. You're going to Banff/Jasper this August. Dude, honestly, we were thinking maybe like September or something. What is Banff? Banff, whatever it's pronounced. It is it considered part of the Canadian Rockies? It is, right? It's a beautiful mountain. It's just like, it's like a national park, kind of. I think that's the best way to describe it. Dude, did you build your Manta yet? Jasper is better than Banff. I have heard from people saying they preferred their experience in Jasper. But I had a really good experience in Banff, so I don't know. Yue, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate it. Thank you. Ravius, how long are you going to be going for? Manta ship today? Let's go, dude. I feel like every time I see your stream 6 hours ago, I'm glad you're here now. I think Dubai Alex come with, oh gosh. Yeah, I don't want to speak too much on it, but I really hope situations resolve. Because I normally never talk about politics with you guys. I do follow it very, very, what's the right word? Eagle-eyed. I really hope stuff gets resolved ASAP, man. I normally don't get hella stressed out, or try not to get hella stressed out, but I'm getting stressed out right now. I am. So we're going to build a keyboard, and we're going to take our mind off of things tonight. Tonight, we are going to be building the new Mode Sonnet. Now, Mode is a sponsor of this channel, as well as they sent me the board. That won't deter how I feel about the board. It never has in the past, never has in the future, or never will in the future. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Mode's cool if I criticize the board. I think they want me to criticize the board if there's something wrong with it. But it's also an iteration of the Sonnet, so I don't know how much exactly there's going to be to criticize. I'm more interested to see some of the small changes they've done, and I'm hoping it ends up being small changes with big impact, or at least moderate impact, you know? But I don't even know if there's really need impact of any sort. It is, last we checked, $1.90 CAD per liter, but it's probably going to be up to like two something soon. Is it $2 a liter? And I know we checked 2 days ago, so can you lick the screws? Excuse? Finally found the password to my Twitch just in time to sub to Alex. Thank you, Yue. Did they add a solenoid? Was there a request for a solenoid? So the new Mode Sonnets come in a few different colors as well. I'm actually pretty stoked on the colors. Let me show you guys before we actually unbox the 2 that we have here, and then we can decide on what we want to build. So the new Sonnets come in Black Sesame, which is your standard fare, full black, stealthy keyboard, which I kind of like. Also, I love the new website. It's great. Then we have Forest Mocha. Big fan of this one. I think this is really pretty. I love the new colors, by the way. I'm going to be honest, there is a small part of me that is a little bit sad there's no customizer, and I understand that you guys were feeling that way too. I don't know if maybe in the future they can add one, but I also am understanding as someone who just ran something of why there's no customizer. Then we have Golden Beige, also quite a beautiful colorway as well. I think this might be my second favorite out of all of them. Very, very pretty, very classy. Then we have Studio Light. This actually, believe it or not, is my least favorite of all the colors. Believe it or not. And I think this one here has some different materials on the accent there. And then we have Steel Mushroom, which is the big, heavy bottom. I think this one here is actually really pretty. Very, very pretty. This one here is going to be the most expensive out of all of them as well. So this one here would come in at... Actually, can I make this a bit smaller to just show you guys? There we go. So this one here would come in at $504 if you want the Steel Mushroom, and then if you want a hot swap PCB, I'd probably opt for an aluminum plate, and let's just call it there. So $514 for the most expensive variant. Let's just put solder, just because actually we're using hot swap today, so fuck it, we'll just do this. And then I think the Golden Beige is again probably my second favorite. $334 is my go here. Bottom looking pretty plain. I think that's the Sonnet, though. I wouldn't want them to change anything else of the Sonnet. I don't think they should mess with the Sonnet aesthetic at all, if I'm being real with you guys. Yeah, I really don't. Like, that's kind of listen, that's going to be completely... What's this? Oh, they tell you more stuff over here. That's cool. That's completely my thought process on this. Like, I don't want them to mess with the aesthetic. If they did, I'd be a little bit bummed. Because I think... the Sonnet is, their most iconic design. To me, that is a Mode keyboard. I'm actually fine with the feet being smaller. I think that's a better change. And I'm not like, if you guys remember on the old Sonnet, let's go back to window share here. The old Sonnet had the really long feet. I'm fine with the feet being smaller. I understand some people might think it messes with some of the symmetry like you guys were saying. I think this is better for the sound and feel of the board. Believe it or not, this might be the most impactful change of the board. So, just from having the feet a little bit smaller. Alright, so we got sent over a few different things today. Also, take a look at the new PCB. Look at this color. Actually, I forgot to ask them one thing. Will the new PCBs for solder also be this color as well? Dude, I'm not gonna lie, like, I have a green wall right now, and I was looking at this green. I unboxed this about an hour ago, because I just got this in. Fuck, like, I do really like this green. And I was thinking, man, this would be better on the wall than the green I chose. Little Gondo PCB. Does it say any Gondo goodness? No, it doesn't. I don't know if the Gondo funnies would be good on this PCB, though. I don't know, man. I don't know. Have you showed your wallet? Should I have? Who looks at the bottom of a board? I think the bottom being functional is more important. I agree and also disagree. I think the bottom is important for a part of the design, but I also think that function is the primary when it comes to the bottom of the keyboard. Very pretty though. As for layout options, it looks like we have pretty much everything we could possibly want. I think maybe, is ISO missing from this? Maybe ISO, I don't know if they have an ISO PCB that's separate, but I mean, this has all the basics that we want, so. Also, anyone notice a little something different about this PCB? Anyone notice the big change on this new PCB for the Mode 2026 Sonnet? Never mind the feet. The feet are unimportant right now. No standoffs anymore. Mode finally added no standoffs after years of complaining. So we now don't have to sit there and solder them off. You guys can just build the damn PCB without having to worry about them. Good change to Mode. I'm giving them a huge applause for this. I don't know why this has been such a difficult, not for Mode, but just for like everybody. I don't know why this is so difficult. But huge PCB. Not bragging, but no standoffs is my idea. Can we get applause for Gondo, please? Can we get some love in the chat for Mr. Gondo? Always making the sickest choices. Gondo, you legend. He never loses. W Gondo. So the standoffs were basically for hot swap mainly. I don't know if the solder PCB had it. I don't think so. But the standoffs were used so if you put the plate on, you could just screw it all together and easily put in the switches. The problem is it added a sound profile to the PCB assembly unit, which a lot of people hated. So a lot of people turned to just removing it with a soldering iron. Yeah. We removed SMD standoffs, but if anyone wants standoffs, you can still install brass ones. Yeah, and there is still standoff locations, I think in all the regular spots. Yeah. So if you guys do want to install them, you can install them, but... So, yeah, not also to say other companies, but I wish other companies would also follow suit and not just give us removable standoffs. You know what I mean? I never really understood why that's been so difficult for years. What else do we got to show you guys? I guess maybe I should just go through some of the changes as well that I was sent over before we unbox. Let's see. There's some plate changes which we'll go over. Actually, maybe we'll go over the plate changes now. Now, I was actually thinking about using the plastic plate today, but you know, maybe we use aluminum, little alu. New little change is some relief cuts around the spacebar, which also an interesting little change. Very, very cool. I wonder if this will change up some of the sound profile as well. And let's just see if there's any other big changes that I should really mention, because I think some of these are going to be boring changes that probably, or things that are irrelevant to mention because they might be affecting my unit only. Force brake pads will be pre-applied to the factory, so I'll just install them myself today. Alright, and the rest is about the board, but I already know the stuff about the board. Alright, I think that's primarily everything. So let's unbox the golden beige unit. Oh, I guess the accents are... Which box are the accents in? This one? It's a nice color, actually. You know what this reminds me of? The Tempo in that beautiful cream color. Rest in peace, my boy, the Tempo. Actually, I think there's still units of the Tempo. Is this all the accents in here? It is. So, just to visualize this. Oh, yeah. Dude, this is nice. This needs kaiju? Kaiju on this unit? Can you read my second to last comment? So specific. Is this another Sonnet build? Okay, you know what? I'm going to actually ban it today. I wish I had Civ. I don't know what I want to put on this today. I don't know if we're building this one here or the other one, though. Here is the side profile, which I consider this... I think this is one of the most iconic side profiles in the hobby.
GMK Creme au Noir.
Creme would be nice, actually. Do I have Creme? I have Noir. I legitimately think this is one of the most iconic ones. I know some people might argue with me and maybe mention different boards, but... Dude, look at this thing. This is a beautiful colorway, too. Beautiful, beautiful colorway. Oh, I think my... Oh, is that a little... Maybe I have a little scuff on my unit. Beautiful. How heavy is it? This is not... I mean, this is aluminum, right? This is not super duper heavy. You'd probably want to add like a weight inside here. But... This is one of the major changes right here is these stepped terraces. So the steppings on the inside, which might be better to show off on the other unit. Do you guys see that? The terraces in the inside, the stepped. That makes me wonder, and I don't know if I have an aluminum, I don't even know if they're selling aluminum weights for this one here, but I wonder how this would sound with no weight inside of it. So that's another big change. This should help sound bounce a little differently. And if you guys are wondering how that happens, basically when you type, sound won't just like come back up, it'll scatter because there's different varying heights and it'll bounce differently, which usually, if it done right, adds for a bit of a more full sound profile. And then we have the other unit. How should we do this? Let's put this back. What is the camera on the desk? A Leica M11P with a 40mm Summicron that I picked off of eBay used. Actually, no. Let's just put this back here. Someone was asking about the 40mm before, so... Ugh. God, this one's heavy. Alright, and this is the Steel Mushroom. Which you can see, this doesn't have a weight on the inside because this is one giant piece. This is a pretty color. And then, obviously this is not the weight we're using, or the accent we're using, but I think, yeah, you know, I actually don't like that accent on it. Just to visualize. Oh, okay, maybe I don't want to visualize this right now. Okay, I'm not going to visualize this right now because I need to screw this in properly. So beautiful, indeed. No internal weight because there is, you know, these. How's it going? Wish you a delightful day. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. GMK Foundation would go hard. Yeah. I think Foundation would go sick on this. And then here is the side profile of this unit. It's nice. This is a beautiful color. And this is what I really like about this. I think the bottom of this, compared to the aluminum one, has a lot of character. Really sucks the color's locked at $200. Yeah, I mean, trust me, guys. I am not going to shy away from saying that I do wish there was a customizer. And I think we're going to kind of go, I don't know, through this all day today. Oh, forgot to put the other accent back. But again, I understand why there's not. But, I mean, I think it's still valid for us to feel a little bit bummed. You know what I mean? It is valid, but I get it at the same time. The bottom kind of looks like a background used on a VOD thumbnail. Kinda. It's super pretty. So it has a little bit of that, you know... Actually, it's really, really pretty. A little bit of that finish. It's like a horizontal brushed look. You know what else is reasonably priced and does not need extra payment to PCB? Gondo's PCB does make this keyboard even more beautiful. It does. Well, and with that note, what do you guys want to build for today? Do you guys want to build this one, or do you guys want to build... Beautiful side profile. A sonnet? Get this lame guy out of here, dude. This freaking guy, dude. Oh my god, man. No weight version? I mean, I'm down to do whichever one we want. Here's what I want to do, though. I do want to split this up into 2 different builds. I know it'd be fun for us to just, like, take this apart, swap it to the other assembly, but I kind of did want to just build one today. That way there we can do some different builds and not kind of just feel like we're swapping things and throwing things together for the sake of it. Build the steel one since no one's going to buy it? Aw, don't say that. I hope people buy it. I found that I put a massive chip in the top case of your stone. Oh, what happened? Oh, did it just like ding against something? Here, we'll do a poll. /poll. Oh my god, does not want to go to that. Which one? So we'll do golden or mushroom. We'll do 5 minutes. I ain't in a rush today. I'm big chillin' today. You're late? Excuse me? You're late. Excuse me? Mm-mm. I miss hearing this Anit guy is so no this Anit guy is that olive green board looks fantastic. Thank you, Chip. Appreciate you, dude. Alright, looks like we're building mushroom. Mushroom it is. I kind of want to flip this over. I think this is, again, this and the feet are the 2 most notable changes. Now, there's also going to be a force break, which I showed you guys earlier, which we'll show again later. But today, I will be using MX2As. Don't get upset. I know it's a switch. We don't use that often, and I know no one here knows what the sound of MX2As are. But I will be using MX2As. New switch. It's new on the market. Do you guys want me to build with foam, or do you guys want me to build with anything like that, or nah? I'm kind of vibing with MX2As on aluminum. Okay. New switch, I know. This is new switch. Let's go old school, MX2A and alu. Got you, dude. Got you. Let me get some stabs out. We will use some night stabs. Ooh. Can we do tactiles? Well, that was the other one I was thinking of doing. I actually have some tactiles. I just didn't get... I only got a chance to lube the MX2As today. Alright. Alright. What's all this? Oh, like the feet and stuff. Should I put feet now? I think I should. Also, you want to see what Mode put in the box again, which I really don't understand why they did this, but they did it. I think this is just to taunt me a little bit, because that one time they loaded up my entire box with like 1,000 of these, but I don't know if I needed 3. Yeah, I don't know. They heard you. There's so much shade thrown. No, Gondo, did you see that one time they stuffed like 25 into my package? I think it was like as filler so things would get not damaged. Giveaway for the tools? I will. I'll put them in things for you guys. I guess I'll use the black feet for this, right? Yeah. I don't know if the white feet would look very good on this. That event was a conversation or a weekly call? Was it actually? If you haven't sealed my Shelby 65, can you chuck one in? I have sealed it already. I think yours already is on the way to the thingy. I'll double check. If it's not, because I did drop off a few today, I will cut open the box and slap one in for you, buddy. The Alex Sonnet came with its own box of toolkits. I like to imagine Alex's previous Sonnet build is just looking sad at him. What the dude, this guy, man. This guy. And it is the #1 hater of me. Speaking of haters, oh my god, there's been so many people upsetty spaghetti about that TikTok I made of the keycap watch. I have never seen so many upsetty spaghetti people. It's a cute TikTok? That's what I thought. Why? Oh, there's like 3 reasons. Big reason number 1, the price, which I understand. Big reason number 2, people are upset that I've been calling it watch when it's literally called the watch keycap. I've had like 15 comments plus on each app being like, actually, that's a clock. And I'm just like, okay, dude, good for you. Number 3 reason is people have been telling me, don't I have the time on my computer? The answer is yes. And I don't know what else to say. But that's like the number 3 reason people are upsetty spaghetti. The answer is yes. Sometimes you gotta double check.
He'll bet money that the people saying it's a clock can't even read a clock.
Dude, you know what's hilarious too? Is some guy was like, what a waste of plastic. And I kind of scratched my head and I'm like, people are just commenting for the sake of commenting now. People are just rage baiting, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, dude. If I had a nickel for every time a keyboard keycap with a watch and it got mass amounts of hate in Alex video, I'd have 2 nickels. To be fair though, one of those wasn't actually a watch. One of them was just the movements of a watch. That didn't count. All right, let's start soldering, or not soldering, let's start putting some stabs together here. Why use a physical keyboard? Windows is a virtual one. Why even own a computer, you know? You have a cell phone in your hand. I've seen a lot of useless products, but this one takes first place. Also, couldn't the knob be to the left? If you're using your keyboard, it means the PC is working. So it's even shorter path to see the time on your PC than on a microscopic watch on your keyboard. Yeah, that was one of the comments. Yup. That one there got me, dude. The microscopic comment. I was like, yeah, you're right. I do need a magnifying glass or a microscope for this. That one did get me. Why use a light? We have the sun. I know. It's so funny, man. There's a few that I had a good laugh at, though. There's been a few good ones. I should have kept a sundial keycap. Dude, actually, that would be low-key really sick. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you work outdoors, that'd be super, super dope. Why get up in the morning? You're just gonna go back to bed again? Well, okay, do you guys remember those old Artisan keycaps, like from way back in the day? They were like little fake lawn keycaps. Well, do you guys remember that actually? First things first. They were like turf, like on a keycap. No one remembers them. Damn it. Yeah, those ones. And I remember comments on that being like, why do you need it on your keyboard? Just go outside. People really be simplifying stuff for us, guys. I need to take more TikTok advice. People need to get a life if they're so stressed out about a reel. Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. I actually just packed my first client build. Can I get an opinion on the build if you don't? Dude, 100%. Absolutely. Get the frick out. Yep. I agree with you, Gondo. It's actually pretty mind-numbing. I've been really good about not using it though, bro. The only thing I use it for now is when I need to like look up a quick recipe, because recipes on YouTube, oh my god, I gotta admit, the one good thing about TikTok, fuck dude, some recipes on YouTube, bro, to get to the point of the video, it's just like legit talking and then advertising and then talking and then just like sponsor. And then also with a lot of written recipes, I do get a little frustrated because sometimes they miss steps in the written recipes. So bad, man. Yeah, you know, I kind of do want to grab some cookbooks, like legit cookbooks. You aren't wrong about that. I have been considering getting like a whole bunch. Do you write your recipes in imperial or metric? It's kind of a mix, honestly. I think in Canada we've kind of become like used to having our like numbers and systems mixed up. It boggles my mind how YouTube has developed an algo that forces its content to consistently decrease in quality. Yeah. I don't use YouTube for tutorials anymore. As much as I used to anyways, which is kind of a bummer. Are you a follow the recipe to a T person? Oh, good question. It depends. What about you guys? The reason I say it depends is because sometimes I know for a fact I'll never get those ingredients because I'll use them for this one thing and then it'll go bad. But it is a very depends thing. Also, if I'm brand new to cooking a certain thing, then I'm following it to a T. But if I'm used to cooking something and I know I like it a certain way, I definitely just vibe cook. Patty, how you doing?
Let's go. I was eyeing this color.
How are you? Alex is the kind of guy to replace sugar with salt. Why am I the kind of guy, bro? And then wonder why it doesn't taste good? Adam, what made you think I'm that kind of guy? Alex, I used to host a cookbook club where you pick a book once a month and have a party where everyone brings something. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I'd love to get the link to that. Plain potato chips? Who said that? Fucking iron, bro. He uses flour instead of sugar? Guys, I've never done that, man.
Alex and Chash, you guys gotta try Icelandic salt, man. I'm telling you, there is nothing like it. Saltvik brand.
What is that exactly? Also, let me know if the music's too loud, guys. I feel like it might be, but I definitely just like turned it up a little bit on my end. Have you ever seen those reviews for recipes that are like, so the recipe told me to use 5 teaspoons of salt, but I just added 17 teaspoons because that's how I felt? No, I've never seen those videos. I try not to watch stuff like that. Also, that seems like such a waste. You know what, actually, like the one thing that does bug me about a lot is like YouTube videos that are cooking related or adjacent, and then they waste a lot of food for like the sake of comedy. I never really liked those type of things. Butter infused olive oil. Interesting. Is there any keyboard stands that you recommend? Ooh, yes. I really like the whalebone stands or the ones from Clackify. I think those are my 2 favorite ones. If you want something that's like multi-tiered. What can I substitute if I don't like beans? Oh, the osame ones are good too. Beans, but like what kind of beans? Yeah, the osame ones are really pretty. I think they're the prettiest of all the stands. I do kind of prefer the other ones though. Just for the sake of like my keyboards, I like the other ones more. Alright. Hard to replace beans with their fiber and protein content. I don't think I cook a lot of beans. We do a lot of like different veggies and stuff, but beans never really... Are beans considered vegetables? Beans never really come up. We do have lentils. That's like the one thing. Legumes, yeah, that's what they're considered. Lentils are like the one thing we do have a lot of. I'm not actually asking. That's just a question that sparked the bean soup theory. Oh. Is $130 for a 2022 65 worth it? I think absolutely. I think that's a great price. Do you get a PCB and stuff with that? Did you try washing rice less yet? I did actually. So you guys told me to not, because I was doing my rice rinse like 3 or 4 times. But I was only ever doing it for like 20 or 30 seconds a time. So I did what you guys told me to do, and I tried doing it like once or twice. To be honest, I don't notice a difference. It still comes out, like, I've never had a problem making rice. It still comes out great. I still enjoy tasting it. It's good. I don't know. I'm not really like seeing a big difference. Why? I don't know. That's just the way I was taught to do it 3 or 4 times. I don't know. Who told you this? I don't know. Just the way I learned. Yeah, but I've been doing it like once or twice. I don't notice a difference at all. 3 is best. I think everyone has different opinions on how many times to wash rice. Out of curiosity, what do you guys think? You wash until the water is relatively clear? Yeah, so Insty, the way I've been doing it, so outside of recently, the way I normally do it is 3 or 4 times, and that's usually when I see the water is relatively clear. And then I stop doing it. Hence, 3 or 4 times. Some people told me to leave a little bit of starch in there and only wash it once or twice. Don't use soap, please. I use Dawn Platinum. Make sure it's really clean. Dawn Platinum is the go-to. It's the GOAT. Oh, hell no. Oh, man. I did a video on washing rice recently, and if I remember correctly, his conclusion was that for a lot of rice varieties, it doesn't really matter if you wash it all. Interesting. I'm kind of just going off the folklore then. I don't know. There has to be a science behind it or something. I don't know, man. I keep my rice in a big pile on the floor, just scoop however much I need. Yeah, but the dry rice, right? Dude, Gondo's 100% rage baiting you guys. I hope you guys know that. Especially Insty. Dishwasher makes great rice too. But today I actually made chicken thighs. I cut it into like 1-inch pieces. And then I did a little corn flour drudge. Or not corn flour. Is it corn flour? Cornstarch. Cornstarch drudge with a little bit of garlic powder, white pepper. I did sesame oil to marinate the chicken, dark soy sauce, and rice wine. It actually was pretty light on my marinade today. Usually I do some spices as well, but I kind of wanted to make more of a sauce. So I didn't want to go too heavy in spices just because I feel like I wasn't quite sure on the sauce. So then for the sauce, I did a butter, minced garlic, minced ginger, chili flakes. I was going to use chili oil, but I always overdo it with chili oil, and I don't mind, but my girlfriend minds. Chili flakes. And then I used a turmeric lemon honey. And I gotta say, usually I just use regular schmegular honey, and I've done this particular kind of thing before, but this honey it kind of like legit. It was fucking good, man. I don't mind spicy, yes. I used to be a super fan until I had a bad experience. I also love chili oil. It's so good. The bad experience, if you guys want to know, was one time I did that 2 times spicy noodles. Dude, I'm sorry. If you guys like that, then you guys do you. Those things are fucking nasty. I think that ruined spice for me for a little while. Like, I'm now just coming back into it in the last year. Yeah, the bulldog ones. Dude, those things are terrible. The 2 times spicy dude, noodles? There's 4 times? Dude, the 2 times was disgusting. Did you ever ask Apiary for honey advice? No. Should I? Yeah, little nudies. No, it was terrible. I don't like the 2 times spicy noodles at all. They're fucking awful. Too much flavor. It wasn't the flavor. Like, to me, there's no flavor. It tastes like chemicals. I'm sorry to say. There's no flavor to that 2 times spicy noodle thing. It doesn't even taste real. Anyways, that ruined it for a long time because it did not sit well in my stomach at all. Let's take a look at it, Drod. A couple drops of Da Bomb can ruin a whole pot of... I've never really fucked around with like super duper heavy hot sauces. I think there's a limit to what I can do without it just being overpowering. You know what I mean? All right, so this is a custom KVD 8X Mark III. Oh, wait, did you do this color yourself? Ooh, very pretty. You got the logo on the Artisan and stuff. Very nice. Show? I can't really show. Here, I'll do one image in the browser. But this is, remind me later. This is what it looks like. And he did it for a, the E-Coding Red's a stock offer? Oh, I didn't even know that. He did the logo matching like the guy's like YouTube channel. Very cool, very cool. I have a question for you. Did you feel very accomplished knowing that you did someone else's build? Because it is a different feeling. I want to know what's going through your head. I think that's a very interesting thing. All right, actually, yeah, these are night stabs. 205. Mode is only doing pre-configured options, yes. That's too much responsibility for me. I'll stick to building my own boards. Yeah, there is definitely a responsibility aspect that sometimes can get a little bit overwhelming. I'm thirsty, guys. My throat is dry. Is this the stainless steel bottom? It is a stainless steel bottom, yes. I most feel terrified to ship it. Oh, yeah, I know what I mean. Well, I mean, here's the thing. You can only do so much with shipping. Don't feel like you have to baby the thing. Because you can baby the box all you want. And then it takes one FedEx or UPS guy to just chuck it in the back of the wrong truck and it goes missing. My advice, look into the insurance. Properly label everything, and then it's the best you can do. Does Mode work with any EU vendors? Ooh, I actually don't know. I know they work with some people for Canada. If Mode's in chat, and if they have an answer to that, let me see. Or if, I don't know if they can DM me about that. I don't know if they're going to offer any of the new stuff for EU. No vendors planned right now. Okay. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you, buddy. I was really hoping Alex was going to dip the brush the wrong way. Dude, I've totally done that, though. You know the most embarrassing thing I've ever done? Was I once had, like, a brand new thing of 205. Just a little one like this. But it's still brand new, right? And then I was lubing switches. Where's the switch to demo? I'm not going to drop it in. I hope I don't. And I finished this switch, and I had a... This is also why I don't do this at all anymore. I had the bowl of switches sitting right here. The lube was like right here. I went to go throw it into the bowl, and then it bounced into the lube from the bowl. And I was so fucking upset, dude. I was so mad. Thank you, Brain. I appreciate it. Thank you for the prime. Did I hear bowl? Maybe. Why do you not grease your stab wires anymore? I am. I'm just not using dielectric grease because Knight V4 stabs don't really play well with dielectric. Should I get Bowl's bowl? It is a nice bowl. When's bowl? But how is bowl? Why is bowl? All great questions. Have I tried spit keyboards? You mean split? I'm terrible at using them. I'm gonna keep it a buck, dude. I am terrible. But yeah, I've tried them. How could you tell which stab needs which lube? Literally just trial and error, man. I wish I had like a really cool answer to give you, like I know plastic by looking at it. Trial and error. Like for example, for a long time with TX stabs, I was adamant that the way I was lubing them was not the issue. And there is a very, very small tolerance for how much lube you can put into a TX stab, for example. And it really kind of begs the question of just like, you know, where is that tolerance? And it's just literally trial and error. That's it. Trial and error. Even with stabies. Stabies for a long time, like I had to keep practicing to get those right. Only to learn that like stabies are the same where you have such a small window of how much lube you can actually use. These were the same way. Like I tried dielectric grease with these and they just don't even actuate. Like they're very slow and they're not good feeling. So again, just trial and error. I honestly, I don't use stabies at all anymore. I try to avoid using them. They're fine if you know what you're doing, but so nice. Bijan, thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you. Thank you. You have an article on stabs and ranking. Maybe you had a section on what lube works for them. I do have a little area on the bottom of each stab with lube recommendations. I should. I hope it didn't disappear, but it should still be there. God, this is such a pretty PCB. Yo, every time I mention any of my own stuff, I got Adam, hashtag ad. That's crazy. Alex destroyed so many boards while experimenting that our board will be god tier. I don't think I've ever destroyed a board. Thank freaking God. This guy. I've had like 3 clients ask for rebuilds because they overlooped TXV3s with BDZ. Yeah, I mean, it's TX stabs for you. This is why I don't like using them. They're just so easy for people to accidentally go overboard. Hey Chris, are more colors planned? Would love a sonnet and spray coat it starry black. That's a good question too. Will there be more colors available in the sonnet in the long run? I almost don't think there will be. But it'd be cool to see if Chris had an answer for that. In the long run, yes, but not at launch. Oh. Okay, okay. Any leaks? Any leaks avail? Stabies and TX power creeped by Knight and Type Plus. I almost think they were more than power creeped. I think they were just like annihilated. That's one of the reasons why we moved from the configurator to curate more color combos, allows us to do more fun things with colors, materials, and finishes. Well, that's good to know too. I'm excited to see what you guys have planned for materials, even more so than colors. That would be interesting to see. Ooh. Forget new colors. Can they run the Sonnet with the OG blue color? OG blue? You mean the dark blue? Or I guess dark blue? Was that an OG Sonnet color? I thought that ran last time too, didn't it? Do you recommend using the stabs that come with the board, or should we go with the known names? Like the mode stabs? Or which ones do you mean exactly? It's very rare that I recommend you switching stabs. The only stabs that I truly, wholeheartedly think you should never ever use in your entire existence of being is the Glorious stabs. But like if you're using the mode stabs, they're fantastic. Haven't had a problem with them. If you're using the Neo stabs, they're temperamental, but they're fine. Alex, don't say that name. My bad. The goat stabs. I was curious if they still sell those things with the metal washers the other day. I don't think they do, but it's so fucking stupid. I have the OG brass bottom. I fear what that would cost modern day. Oh, I don't know. Everything's so expensive these days. It's not really keyboard's fault anymore. Again, I think this is really good info. Not really pertaining to modes keyboards, but if you guys are kind of interested in projects at the moment, there's a lot of re-quoting going around for projects from manufacturers because of the price of everything. So if stuff was advertised maybe like 2 or 3 months ago and they're getting stuff re-quoted, you're in for some more expensive stuff. Bit of a bummer, to be honest, but... Did you try the Keybase stabs, the plastic wire? No, I might be going to the Keybase store this week. Like the physical store. So maybe I'll pick some up while I'm there. Their new physical store looks freaking sick. Alumina's up like 48% in the last 3 months. Yep. Listen, I'm super happy we got the Manta done what we did. Alright, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Have you seen the new F18X722 V2? I don't know if I have. Is it new or something? Why the name sounds so familiar, but was there always a V2? Its new pre-order is going to be up in the next couple of weeks. Do they have photos of it? We're doing aluminum plate still, guys? Yeah, right. Alu plates. Where did I stick to? Here we are. What a pretty PCB, man. I love that. That's awesome. Do you recommend using any of the foams with the Sonnet? Here's the thing. I've built the Sonnet a lot. I don't think it needs foam, but if you want to put foam to make it more foamy, then sure. The Sonnet in Mode foam is kind of not as foamy as you might think. So if you do end up installing it, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by what it does. It doesn't overdo the whole foamy thing, so. I don't know if UPS is lying, but apparently my Manta is arriving tomorrow. Let's go. When are you making a maple themed keyboard? I mean, I have an idea of actually how a maple themed keyboard would work. Okay, let's test the stabs really quick. Mode did send over some keycaps. We'll take a look at those, but I kind of wanted to use GMK for this tonight for the sake of consistency of what we normally do here. Let me grab a keycap set really quick. Let me just grab everything. Actually, you know what? Let's grab this for now. Let's just grab any set for now. I just want to test the stabs quick. There's a space bar in here. Test with foundation quick. Or fundamentals, rather. When are you doing GMK Manta on the Manta? I don't own GMK Manta. Oh, Chris made a little comment. He said you can see the Mode logo and the code over here via the relief cuts on the plate, which is a cool little detail. It is a cute little detail. All right. Okay, that sounds good to me. Oh, one more switch over here. So these are done with a 55 gram spring. They're filmed and lubed, and this is done with 204. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. That's the nice thing about night stabs. Literally a small coat of lube and like we're running, bro. Like that's it. That's all we need. Yes, I have been loving 204. I did ask Mike if it's possible for him to stock it for you guys, because that's where I got it from originally, was Mike. So, but it just, to me, it's like it makes me not over apply, which I think is important. I think we still need the screwdriver. I really want the Glare 60, but I unfortunately had to spend money on a vehicle repair. Hey, you know what? There'll be more keyboards. Important that you get the life stuff done first, you know? It is so easy in this day and age to overspend and then kind of feel stressed out later for like real, you know, not real life stuff. I think that's a terrible way to put it, but you know, just other things. Working on my Oku that I just got in. I need to build my Oku too. Or my Kaze Mini, rather. Speaking of Lil Stacks keyboards. How's your build going? Yeah, I do think Gian reruns his projects too. I'm with you on that. Which is good, right? Just got back home doing the stabs. Do you find you guys spend a lot of time with stabilizers? Like more than me? Because stabs are like always 30 or 40 minutes. I don't know if it's just me yapping, but nope. Well, goddamn. Dude, I have seen that loom. Oh my god, that keyboard looks so pretty. I was literally talking about that the other day. I use stupid stabs. Stupid stabs are good. I need to pick up a few more of those. I spend a lot of time on stabs, but not more than you. Damn. Damn. Am I really slow? I think I can consider myself good at building keyboards if I yoink keycaps effortlessly with my fingers. That's it. That's a skill that's hard to learn. Honestly, spent about 5 hours lubing switches. Felt really slow. You know, I don't think that's that bad, to be honest with you. I think like on a normal day, it takes me for like a set of 70, maybe 2 or 3 hours. On a fast day, I would say closer to 1.5 hours to 2 hours. But like on a day where I'm not feeling it, and I don't mean like I don't want to do it, I'm just like, you know, slower with it. 3 to 4 hours feels normal. So I wouldn't say like 5 is out of the norm, Gantis, you know. It's sometimes it's a boring, repetitive task, you know. It's not really supposed to be thrilling. I do find it relaxing though. I've always had trouble with stabs. Now I'm stuck between Tight Plus and Night. Honestly, I think most people are going to be happy with the night steps. I just really like the overall process of Type Plus, and I find that I've never, I can't say I've had to yet, but I feel more accurate doing the Type Plus. Looking forward to receiving my blue cheese switches from you. Yeah, I had to, did I tell you, Oz, what I had to do? I had to put in a pre-order for them to make sure I get stock. Because they sell so quickly, man. So whenever they arrive, I'm not sure when they're shipping out, but hopefully soon. I can barely keep up with the reading of the chat, and you're building the whole keyboard simultaneously. To be fair, though, I do miss a lot of stuff. I think chat used to be a little bit faster during COVID because there were more people online. And oh my god, dude, that was a lot. It's insane how quickly they sell out. Yeah. I basically had to put in like a request to reserve 500 and pay up front. So actually, I don't think they've shipped. Let me triple check for you. Pretty positive they haven't. Oh, blue cheese. I just saw the invoice. No, they haven't shipped yet. Preparing to ship. Yeah, probably another 2 or 3 weeks, I'd say. I really hope I can get more blue cheese. I only got like 50 to try, so part of my board's another switch. I think there's a restock coming up in like 3 or 4 weeks. Happy Tuesday from down south. Currently typing on my new Glove 80 on a blazing fast 22 words per minute. Wow, don't even stress, brother. 22 is good enough. As long as you're enjoying the keyboard, you know? And enjoying your time, who cares about the words per minute, you know what I'm saying? As someone who also types slow, you're all good, brother. What recommendations do you have for people that like keyboard builds but doesn't want to spend too much money? Honestly, get yourself an Eve 65. And if you really want to get something a bit cheaper, look at some of the injection molded projects like the classic TKL. I don't know what else is available at the moment. And then if you want to get a step up, you're going to go with like the Neo Core Plus series. But I do think even something like the Evo 75 and Evo 80 are quite fantastic. Can't wait to build my alexotos Envoy. The guy I bought it from also threw in the Obscuras. Hey, what number did he sell you? You know, actually, speaking of which, Envoys aren't a crazy expensive keyboard either, and they're a fun build. I think Neo is definitely going to make you not break the bank, though. Eve sound test blew my mind. I love that keyboard, man. Wow, I lubed it just enough. Well, actually, there was one extra one, but I took it out of the bag to do something with it. Would you recommend Milky Way? Dude, let me tell you something. If the Switch starts with Gatoron, insta swap any spring you get from that brand. Gatoron and actually, I don't know about Cherry now. Some people are saying Cherry's been putting in some half decent springs, but Gatoron, I have yet to find a good spring in most of their switches. For me, Gatoron's insta swap, unless I'm feeling lazy. And it's not so much that like they're bad sounding switches. I mean, Type R's, I just leave, but if I wanted to make Type R's like finalized, I'd switch them. Gatoron has this habit of using switch springs that... So here's what makes a bad spring. In my humble opinion, it's the tolerance. Sometimes with Gatoron, you'll see this thing where they go plus minus 10 grams. So that means if you buy a 60 gram spring, it could be a 50 gram or a 70 gram spring with that tolerance. I really don't like that because I've felt big differences between springs before, and it's kind of jarring. And like you build your keyboard and you're like, oh, did I really have to worry about this expensive switch or this switch that cost me a few bucks to also buy another part for it? So when you're thinking about buying the Switch, always try to look at like tolerances for the springs you're buying too. Believe it or not, Gatoron has some pretty insanely stupid ranges. Wasn't it Gatoron that has like a spring on the market that's like plus minus 15? It's ridiculous. I wouldn't probably, for me, it's like, that's like number one. They do, right? Yeah, it's plus minus 15. Like, can you believe that? And then the other thing that can make some springs bad is just ping. Some switches, I don't know why, they just have like terrible ping with certain springs. So, yeah, plus minus 15. I would say like a good number on a spring. I wouldn't go any higher than 5 myself, but I do prefer when springs have a plus minus of 3. Yeah, and here's the thing. I do think Gatoron makes good quality springs in terms of like the noise. I haven't had any issues with like noise. It's the tolerances that piss me off. That's it. And it's true. Pancake is right about that. Sometimes they don't even tell you the plus minus. So, again, you can gamble. You can just use them stock. But yeah, I'm just not into them personally. Just for that one reason. Alright. Oh, I didn't pop in a switch. Hold on one sec, guys. Oh my lord. Versus the factory lineup. There we go. Alright, let's unscrew this and build our Sonnet. The worst stock spring experience I had were MX-1A Nixies. Oh, cherry springs are undoubtedly terrible. But I heard they're doing good stuff with their new things, though, so we'll see about that, I guess. Magnetic screws. Okay, mode. Alright. Heidi 27 mil? No, I haven't tried those yet. Sounds fun though. I don't know if Cherry is technically going down. I think they're just switching where their operation is or something like that. I have no clue. I don't really know all the details with that. I think that's what's happening. This is upside down, or no, it's supposed to go this way. Yes, so Mode uses 2 back screws because this clamshells together. See this lip right over here? It clamshells into the bottom frame, or I guess the top frame rather. So it goes like this. See how I'm lifting it? See? So it clamshells there and then locks into place like this. Which is why, like, again, I can tilt it off the ground like that. Oh, it's 246. Hey, dude. I'm still. Did we find the person who has 222 yet? I think I need another bit for this. Actually, where are the screws from? Let's see. Should be somewhere in here. My recent Cherry Silence came in fine, but that had wild variance in terms of lube. Oh yeah, dude. Don't even get me started with that. Cherry has some very weird lube tolerances. Was it Adam or Annette who had that Cherry switch that was just like drowning in lubricant? Like the whole innards was lube. Annette did. That was disgusting. All of them? Yeah. Oh yeah, it was like a bunch. Oh, I think that's the wrong screw. My apologies. So this screw. That is disturbing. Yeah, it was kind of gross. It was so awful to be typing and have one key with a heavyweight. Yeah. Well, actually, Texi, which we just used recently too, Texi seems to also have an issue with like variants of lube. Def interested in the prologue? Me too. Oh yeah, there's only 2 screws needed for this. I am also interested in that. All right. So next up we have. Yeah, I guess we can just start doing the top frame. Oh no, the accent. Now, I think this is compatible with the old accents. I think the new ones just have 4 screws. I don't think the old ones only had 2 screws, though. Little heads up, these prototype units, I was already given a heads up that this might be a bit of a tighter fit. They did say that this was adjusted and all fixed for the final. Oh, this might be a bit tight going in here. So just as a heads up. I think I remember the time when people used to mix match switches. Yeah, this might not go in very nicely here. As a people don't still make BCPs, man, I hate BCPs. I am not big on BCPs. Oh, I was incorrect about the screws. There is 4 screws in the old ones, just different placements. Alex, give me a build. Wait, Alex gave me a built Think 6.5 and it had 2 different switches in it. I did do that, yes. I did. This might be pedantic, but are there YouTube build or guides or info to check spring weights individually? I don't know how you do that. I think this might be the only one you guys sent over, Chris. Yeah, there's nothing else in here. Sorry guys, this is just a small issue with the prototype. They let me know ahead of time, but it's just the tolerance for this particular silver one is just a little bit tight. Yeah, I think it's a little bit tight on the right side. Yeah, I might have to just file it down on the edge. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Bro bent it? I did not do that. Don't blame me. No, it's not bent. It's not bent. It's just a little bit larger. Just push it in. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I might be able to just shove it in and then it'll never come out. 1 second. Let me get a microfiber cloth so I don't destroy my fingers. Got a mallet? I don't. Alex, you used to say that your desk wasn't bent. It's because it wasn't. You guys are just lying to me. Okay, let's just see if I can screw this in. It'll adjust. Sorry, I'm just doing it in my lap, but I apologize. Okay. I think we got it for the most part. I think. Okay. Little tight. Gaslighting though? That's crazy. Oh. What's going on with this one here? I feel like I can see a bit of the curve of the accent. Yeah, it's because it didn't go in all the way as good as I thought it was. I might actually have to figure out a way to get this properly in here. All right, we're good. The brown with copper would have been so nice. I'm actually good with the brown and silver. I feel like we see a lot of brown and copper, honestly. So I'm good with just these two. Oh. I've never been a fan of MX2A blacks, but I've been thinking of trying some TTC XPTs. What? Dude, try them. If you think MX2A blacks are too bright, then I think you'll like the TTC. Oh my god, bro. It's not an ad. Jeez, dude. I do think you'll like the other ones. Let me just wipe this down. Boom, we got it in. That's a very shiny accent. Alrighty, alrighty. It's not... I'm not being paid if it's an ad? Yeah, exactly. What the frick? Where's the moolah? Alright, and this is the other change that Mode did, which are these little micro suede force brakes. Which I think we also saw in the Encore, right? Now, if I remember correctly, I don't think this ever had force brakes in it for the Sonnet. So this is new. I like XYZ. Adam, hashtag ad. Yeah, he does keep me in check for no reason at all. He does, man. This is a very soft material. God damn. Just pulled a mega... What is that? Like a Pokemon card? Put it in the binder. That's a fake ass Pokemon name? Well, I don't know. Gateron Green Apple. Okay, actually, dude, you just reminded me of something. Guys. Is green apple flavor not one of the best flavors in the world, bro? Like for candies and bubble tea. Actually, bubble tea is rare, but like if you do get it, isn't green apple so good? Wrong? Green apple soju? Green apple's amazing, dude. Is this the first build? Yeah, I'm doing one today, being the mushroom, and then the next one, maybe we'll find some time this week. I think Sunday we're going to have a big stream day of just other builds, but I want to do a tactile build. This color's really pretty though, Matthew. I've never had a pear flavored candy. But dude, green apple is just amazing. Green apple Jolly Ranchers, magical nose, dude. Magical nose. Oh no, I almost bought a Sonnet when they first came out, and now there's a new one. Now it's time. The 2026 models. Okay, let's do this. So we are pretty much good to go. We have now talked about most of the changes. Other than that, same old Mode Sonnet. Same old, same old. Well, I shouldn't say same old. It still has top mount, which I have never really, I'll be honest, I've never really cared for in the Mode Sonnet. I like these little gaskets. Some people might like the top mount though. Grape and blue raspberry and watermelon okay, watermelon Jolly Ranchers do hit. I'll agree with you there. They do hit. Let's see if this is still a little bit of a pain in the butt to do here. Actually, fits a little better today. Oh, these new Mode Sonnets. They will eventually phase out the lattice blocks, I think, but not for the Sonnet. Which is a bit of a shame. But these new, okay, so these lattice blocks, these thicker ones, I haven't really found to be problematic. Maybe one thing I would suggest if Mode could do that, but I also don't know if it's already planned. So they can correct me if I'm wrong. I really, really like the half lattices. So, you know, this is the full lattice block. I really, really like the green half ones. It'd be really cool to see if they can add a half lattice to the packaging for this. I don't know if Mode or Sonnet has a half lattice block though. Just as an FYI to you guys. Well, they're not going away for the Sonnet, but they're going away for some other builds. What do you think about tape modding the Sonnet PCB? If you like the tape mod sound, then I say so be it, and you can try it. I'm not a big fan of it personally. Tape mod is one of those things where I feel like you've done it once, you've done it 1,000 times. Probably overasked question, but Mode 65 or Neo 65? I personally think the Mode 65 is pretty. I like all the Mode keyboards visually, but it's undeniable that you're going to get a lot of just raw value for dollar when it comes to the Neo products. So just kind of weigh your options, pick what you like. Okay, so now what are we doing for keycaps, guys? What are we doing? Neo is a good looking board too. I prefer their core series, and I like their new Neo 75 and Neo 98s. I was kind of thinking sloth. Oh my god, sloth. I read Cladney at the same time, and my brains mixed it up. Do you want to just do Noir? I don't know about Deep Field on this. Actually, let me show you guys those other Mode sets that they sent over too. They sent over... Am I allowed to show them? Oh shit, I didn't ask. Yes, okay. Oh, the box. Transit did not treat this nicely. This is Monterey. I hope all the boxes come like this, by the way. I want these to be handwritten by all the Mode guys. Ooh, this would be a nice pairing. So these are PBT/ABS. I don't know if that's changed since last I spoke to them. But these are a mixed material. Oh, these are pretty. This is like an off-tone modern material. Fuck, I kind of want to use this, but like at the same time, I know these don't sound exactly like GMK, and I do, just for the sake of testing, want to see what it sounds like with GMK. That is pretty though. Was this also a new set? Yeah, they better put little things like this. Oh shit. Wait, this is a... Damn, this is really pretty, this one. I actually love this set. Wow. Dude, look at this. That is a beautiful brown. Shit, that is really pretty. Should have done predictions. I don't think we need to do predictions for this. That is so pretty. Look at this from the side view. Okay. Tell you what. We'll eventually put this on. I still just want to use GMK. But damn, these are pretty. Yeah, okay, I will say some people don't particularly love the larger legends on the Mode keycaps. I personally don't mind them. Monterey is looking like averaged of the two modern matte set. Kinda, yeah, a little bit. Oh, I totally put this in upside down. It's okay. Toes and Chill. There you go. Question for chat. How long do y'all think this Sonnet will last in Alex's desk? Bro, why do you think I throw keyboards into limbo? I actually am sad though, because my Mode Sonnet, you know, I did this really cool Mode Sonnet with a laser engraving, which by the way, this is another question I have for Mode after this. It was a laser engraving of Kiki's delivery service. And I have it on display. And the Artisan that I bought from Etsy, I think I told you guys maybe, has just disintegrated over the years. Like it's completely just it's like dried out and cracked and like turning into dust. I'm so bummed. My question is for Mode, are you guys going to bring back laser engraving services? Because I do think that was cool. I don't know if it's still on the website. I don't think I saw it. No, I don't know what the Artisan. Maybe it was clay-based. I think you might be right, Koi Boy. And Flame Patina. Oh, Flame Patina was really sick when Mode was doing that too. It was really sick. I kind of want to do Noir, but let me see. Is Noir available? I don't know if it is. I hope so. Noir. Where is Noir? Okay, Noir is not available, but let me see if... I'm pretty sure Sloth is not, but... Oh yeah, we can use Sloth. Sloth it is today. We're trying to streamline, focus on fewer things, and do them better. Okay. I mean, that's a very valid answer. I'm not upset with that at all. Actually, give me a sec, guys. Do I know where Noir is? Okay, no, I don't know where Noir is today. It's okay. Sloth it is. I think Sloth will look really good on this. Will Alex have a TTC emblem on this? Oh my god. Guys, I'm not sponsored by TTC. I like one Switch buffer in them. Leave me alone. Bro is allergic to redeems? Oh shit, I just saw those. Oh my god. I just sat down. Dude, you know what? Adam and Annette are getting on me tonight, bro. Thanks to your green apple mention, it's motivated me to eat an actual green apple. Hell yes. Alright, I'm opening a poll really quick, guys. / poll. I don't know how serious I'm going to take this poll, but you know what? I'm becoming pretty serious about it. Go ahead and vote. Go ahead and vote, everybody. It's overwhelming. Are the choices too overwhelming, guys? Fake poll? Jeez. Oh my god, dude. Aren't they the same person option? I mean, you're right, I should have. It should have just been one man's both. 5 people voted none. There are 5 Adam and Annette fans in chat. Wow. Ban those 5. Oh man. Well, 2 of them are Adam and Annette. What if they voted to ban each other or demod each other though? There's always that, like, possibility. Pen Pop got you. I think it's their alts. Beautiful. Wait, what did they do? Just getting on my nerves. You know. How do I become a mod? If one of these two get demoted, you can become mod or something. We can put up another poll. Rigged poll. Where's the pen from? It is from a place called CWNT. It is not very fun to write with, though, I'll be honest with you. My writing pen, and shout out to Mod Musings, is this guy. It's also addicting to... I've never used a pen like this before, but this is what I used to write with. Yeah, that one there we can call hashtag ad if you guys want. Shout out to my boy Matthew. It's a shame that there isn't some sort of vendor in EU for Mode products. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier too. I do think they should truly consider if it's a possibility. I'm sure some people in the EU would like to get it without all the runarounds. Actually, you know what? Sloth looks really good on this. Did I mess up something here? I did. This does not go here. And it said if I'm a paid shill, Alex, who do I contact for monies? I don't know I was getting paid. Oh, contact Adam. If you guys have been called a paid shill by Enit, you contact Adam. And if Enit called you that, you contact Adam. So, one of the two. They'll get you sorted out. New point spend at 300k to un... Dude, we really should. I wonder if we do a community goal to unmod one of these two guys, how fast that would fill up, bro. Ooh, both got... 96 people voted for both. Okay. Respect, boys. Respect. You give away a mod position? You saw how fast both filled up? Even faster if we do a little gamba. Down within it. Damn. Enit and Adam was calculating on how many TTC switches you need to sell to get a Porsche 911. Okay, I actually think switches. So I remember I had a cost sheet for switches one time. I don't remember what brand it was. But I think the pricing you make on switches ain't all that big. It's like... I think it was like 20 cents at most per switch. At most. So how many would you need to do if you sold 20 cents worth of profit? How many switches would you need to sell to get a Porsche? Well, we're not talking about HE switches right now, because that's like $1 million of profit per switch. Depends on CAD versus USD. It was in USD. Wow, this does look good. I'm trying not to spoil it for you guys. Okay, because CAD, I don't think there'd be enough switches in the world. Bro, this Adam guy. You know what? This Adam guy... Oh, I so badly want to time him out right now, but then I have to remod him afterwards. I don't feel like doing that. This Adam guy, dude, with the slander against Canada. This freaking guy, dude. Do you have to remod him, though? True. Respect the poll results? I'm considering it, man. Now that I know how you guys feel, I'm considering it. I am really fucking considering it. Alright. So, what else do I need? Arrow keys. It was a soft pull, you know? It's like the ratings and the runnings, you know? I just wanted to see how you guys felt. Alright. Now I need delete. Sloth doesn't have like an F13 key, does it? I don't think so. There's function. Use the watch artisan? I don't think it'll look super great on this. Actually, it might. It legit might. That's okay. We're just going to use the normal keycaps today. The lore is too deep. There's an F13. I'll use this. Page up. I think that's the wrong page up. Yeah, that was. Let me fix. Ain't it Geo1 the duo? Yeah, true. That's a good little pseudo name for both of them. A coffee shop, but it's 9 p.m. Is there a coffee shop that you want to vibe at 9 p.m. though? I usually find late night coffee shops ain't all that fun. See, Alex, Adam is trying to silence us chatters. Tisk, tisk, tisk. All right. Look at this. You redeemed something else now? I did use those things. Much love. I did those already though, Drew. I did the ball spin and the drinking of the water. Man, I like one switch from TTC and now I'm a TTC shield. This is crazy, guys. This is really fucking nice. Sorry, I have some fingerprints on this, but God, this looks so good. I am curious, because I have built with, I don't think I have one built right now, but I have built with MX2As in the past with the Sonnet. I'm curious to see if it's going to be a little different. Although, hold on, I think I need to screw this in a little bit better here. I am curious. Oh yeah, perfect. I wasn't a fan when they first announced it and they did the renders, but this looks nice. Yeah, this does look a little nicer in person than on the renders. All right, so let's see now with all the changes how this sounds. So this is using MX2As, aluminum plate, and then we're using the green lattice blocks. It's still, I mean, honestly, like, I'd have to go back and look at my old VOD. I mean, this still slaps. I almost want to say it has a little bit less bass. Like, it has more of that nicer high end, like very tasteful. Well, none of my other sonnets have MX2As though. So I don't know if that's like truly a great comparison. And I think the one with keycaps on it right now has foam in it. Yeah, I do want to say, like, even more so than the stepped internals, I almost want to say it's the feet. His are the boards? God damn it, dude. Do you guys want me to put the mode caps on? We can take these off and use the mode caps. I do like this a little bit more though. Like I will say the feet difference here and whatever all the other differences combined, like we'll just use everything as a combination of differences. I can already tell you, I have built a lot of sonnets for people and myself as well. There is a cleaner sound profile coming from this. Ever so slightly. And I do think the bassiness of the board, the thuddiness, which was never really a problem of the board, never really like turned heads. I think even that has been completely cut with some of the changes here. Other than that, same old sonnet, like you're not going to get much of like a different shell here. It's the same old thing, so. All right, let's change the keycaps. Damn, that does sound nice. I don't know if I have any like older, longer feet that I can just like go and grab to try. How much is your PC Plate MX sound on this? Wait, what happened? Sorry, how does your PC Plate MX black sound on this in top mount? Do I have one of those set up right now? I'm pretty sure I have obscuras in this. I know I have one build with milky yellows, one build with obscuras, one build with random switches. I don't remember what they were. That was that's the foamy build that I've been using. And then the only one I don't remember off the top of my head, which I probably can go check, but I'm pretty sure it's a tactile build, is the Kiki's Delivery Service one. 2026 is in, waiting for mine next month. Where is he on the build? We just tested it. It sounds amazing. We just tested MX2As on aluminum. Now we're just going to try the Mode keycaps. See if that sounds a little different, which it probably will, by the way, because it's a blend of materials. So I would expect, oh shit, where am I putting the space bar? I would expect it to sound a bit different. TTC next. God damn it, guys. This man has 6 sonnets. No, I don't have 6 sonnets. I have 3 or something, 4. I think I at one point maybe had 6 sonnets, but I've given to some friends and stuff too, like family. Okay, to tell you guys something, and this is not me trying to like, honestly, it's I mean, it's great for you guys. I just finished, for the most part, like I packed almost all the giveaway keyboards. There's one that I haven't packed yet. I'm already ready to do another keyboard giveaway thing, which I don't know how I'm even going to do this one, but like I am a little overwhelmed because there has been some keyboards that have come in that's like some vendors have sent like 2 or 3 over being like, yo, just give these away. And I'm just like, that's great. But like, I have to handle it all. And you know, it is logistics at the end of the day, but so I'm thinking I'll probably just run something in like a month where we just do that thing where it's like, if we hit 50 subs, we'll just do another giveaway or something like that. I have no clue. We're still doing the other giveaway. There's still the Lotus 80 to give away, but what's your favorite 65% mode keyboard? Oh, I mean, I hate to do it, but like the Encore. I think though, my favorite sound signature out of any of the mode boards is still the Envoy. But the Encore looks so fucking good, dude. it's really hard to brush that off, you know. It still sounds amazing. I have an idea. Since GMK didn't release CYL M10U on Tauper, if you jerry-rig the stem from an MX style to Tauper, would that hold for a long time? I have no clue. I am not a great authority on that. And I don't want to lie to you. This is GMK Sloth, and now we're going to try the Mode Keycaps. Just keep the sub counter going. That's what I was thinking. Maybe we just do that. Because I think I have like another 6 or 8 keyboards to give away. I think 6. I know for certain 6. I've become aware. No, I don't do it. Dude, I just literally, it's like legit 6 or whatever, you know? I'm pretty positive it's 6 or something. Did you end up releasing your new keycaps? Keycaps, what do you mean? I'm working on some keycaps with Mr. Riley, but I don't think we're at a stage where we're ready to go with that yet. GMK Aether is probably never going to be a thing, guys. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Can you get like a college student or something? No, I don't actually personally. Okay, so a little bit about me. If someone works, I think they should get compensated. And I think it should be fair. So I'm not really one to like exchange. Like if someone does something for me and, you know, there's like an acknowledgement that this is considered work, I think you should be paid. Obviously, there are things where people can volunteer to help, like for a day or something like that. But if someone legitimately, I tried to interview you, but you wouldn't hire me. Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm not, I guess interning is something that bugs me a little bit. Not for the sake of interning, but first of all, I couldn't afford to intern someone. In exchange, they get to keep a giveaway keyboard. I'm sure there would be people who would be very into that. I just don't know, man. It's tough for me. It's tough. The concept of interning just to earn the right to work just feels backwards. Yeah, and I think that's kind of where I'm at it. You know, I'm at that stage with it too. It was so hard to find anything that would take an internship. Yeah. Like, the only person that technically I contract is Manoli. Because I'm sure Manoli probably doesn't want to ever volunteer to edit videos. But that's the only person I legitimately, like, contract. Sorry for asking again, but is spreading the existing lube on Milky Yellows enough mod-wise? Usually it's fine. I would say maybe you need a little bit more. Definitely lube the springs. I really want to use this set, the cacao set. Look at this. This darker brown is freaking gorgeous. Mode, how much is this going to be for these new keycaps? I don't think I asked you. Same as existing. Nice. $70 shipped. I guess that's for America maybe, but yeah, that's fantastic. Dude, this looks so good. I really hope these sound like I want them to sound. Like, that's kind of my hope right now, but because if so, I'm leaving these on, bro. Honestly, I have a few boards this would look good on too. For Canada, it was 90 shipped. Pretty good still. 90 CAD. I'm going to try going off the dome here and try to remember everything for these, but I did write an article on the original round, of these keycaps, but they're a blend. I don't know the percentage of the blend, but it is a blend of PBT and ABS. The legends are a bit larger compared to GMK, which I think is a personal preference thing. I actually, in a way, I think I've become fond of the size of the GMK or standard cherry stuff. So this is a little bit bigger, but it's not like out of this world, you'll hate it, you know. Personal preference. Some people like this, some people like the really small Osime ones, some people hate the Osime ones. These are nice. They're double shot, which is cool. Oh. Yeah, some people hate these smaller legends. What's the correct opinion? I can't give it to you, unfortunately. The correct opinion is whatever opinion you have. That is the correct one. You know what? I'll just save the second tray for later. You're my favorite legend, bro? Damn, that was real kind of you. Accept the wrong opinions. I needed an assistant for like 3 years plus when I was running my own business. I never hired anyone, never took an intern, so I guess my suggestion is a bit hypocritical. Nah, it's all good. I understand the concept of it, and I understand, like, you know, it'd be a nicety for sure, but I ain't pulling in big boy YouTube money. With all these keycaps, you don't need to change glasses. Win-win. Bro, Oz, do I look like I need to change glasses? God damn it, bro. Virtual assistant, Philippines or Argentina? No, I don't think I want to do a virtual assistant. I think that sometimes that can get kind of problematic for me as well, but I was going to make a glasses joke, but you would have gotten mad. New glasses time. I legitimately, and this is a reminder for everyone in chat right now, legit reminder, I'm going to get my eyes checked soon, because it's actually been 2 years, and it's been a little over 2 years. I'm not proud of that. If you guys need to, get your eyes checked. Super duper important. Eye health is really important. If you've been slacking on it, even if you think you don't need to get your eyes checked, just go. It's more than just glasses. Alex, I think I just found the most beautiful G860 case ever. Search up Deep 60. Ooh, can you just send me a link if you don't mind? Do Mode have plans to restock Lotus? I don't know if they're going to restock their old stuff. I just tried to make an appointment to get my eyes checked, and the waiting list is like 4 months. Actually? Damn, that's a crazy waiting list. Wonder why. We plan to restock Lotus in a few months. There you go. Official answer from Mode. Lotus will get a restock. And then I need function. Okay, what do you guys think of these keycaps on the board? What is everyone's final thoughts on this? This does look fucking nice. I almost do think maybe going with a black keycap set on this particular color would be like the actual... I mean, dude, actually, this looks really good. Never mind, I'm talking out of my ass. That does look fire. It looks too rich, chocolate joke. This does look pretty damn nice. Can we get closer? Absolutely. It does look good. I would not change it. FYI, I redeemed keycaps. No, you didn't. Zoom in and enhance. This is the mushroom color, yes. Ooh, has some weight to it. Legends are very crisp. They did a good job on, like, I mean, not like these are new legends, but... Zoom in more? I don't think I can. Oh, I can. There you guys go. How's that? Are we zoomed in enough? I can't do any more, boys. Ugh. I can almost see the atoms. All right. Let's see how this sounds now. I can already tell there's a smidge of a difference. Okay, it's not bad. I can definitely tell this one sounds a little bit more on the plasticky side, if that makes any sense. I don't think it's bad with these, though. If you guys did want to pair this with the Mode keycaps, the spacebar is definitely brighter with this. I'm actually shocked. I thought this was going to be a lot more glassy sounding. It does have a hint of it, though, because this is part PBT. I still did prefer the GMK. In all honesty, I did. The GMK to me just sounded overall a little bit better. But hey, you know what? Alex hates it because he has a contract with GMK. Okay there, guys. I don't think I have a DCS set. I'm curious about the difference when you review stuff and say not bad versus good. I mean, I think if you get to know me, like, when I say something's not bad, it just literally means it's not bad. I mean, it's... Take it as a not for me. Like, there are people who clearly like it in chat, right? I think it's fair to say that, like, current keyword sound test, to say that, like, I can still appreciate this while seeing that other people enjoy things. You know what I mean? There has been things where we say, like, yes, this is not great. There is a clear distinction there. I think you kind of have to just take it like that. You know what I mean? You kind of have to look at it like, okay, well, you know what? There are people who clearly enjoy this. I'm not going to say something's definitively, like, terrible. Just because I personally think it's not for me. You know what I mean? For this, when you take in consideration this is $70 shipped to some places in America, paired with the keyword right now, I would say not bad. And like I said, I actually still do prefer the GMK. But we're talking about, how much is a GMK set brand new? It's like $130-ish? We're talking about almost double the price. And that's not even shipped. So it really comes down to what you prefer. Also, you can't really, I mean, other than chocolatier, I think maybe there's no keycaps in the GMK world like this. More nowadays? You're right, it is like $150 now. $160. Sound GMK looks Mode. Yeah, I'm kind of on that boat, in that train too. But I mean, you can still find subjective opinions and all this stuff. You know? GMK with ISO Nordic is like 200 euros. Holy shit. Actually? So again, not a bad deal when you consider this is 70 bucks. Do I think this is as clean as a GMK set? Sound-wise, no. Would I use this if I was on a budget, or if I was looking to get a good keycap set but didn't want to spend double the amount on a GMK set? Yep, absolutely, in a heartbeat. GMK ADA is $185. Yeah, dude, I mean, nothing we can really do at this point here, but yeah, ADA was something I was kind of considering, but ultimately, personally, I don't know. ADA's not really my set, but. And then there's GMK Plus. Yeah, spacebar extensions, you're getting close to $250. Yeah. GMK can get pretty expensive. If you're looking for like a true ABS alternative to GMK, the only thing I think you can get even close to would be swag key stuff. I think the swag key stuff is as close as you possibly can get. I sent the link a few times. I don't see it in the chat. Hold on. Did you link it in our Discord chat or here? I still think Keykobo has a bit of a different sound. I don't think Keykobo is as close as swag key stuff is, to me anyways. That's why I've been a little bit hesitant, even the last like few months, to really truly say that Keykobo is like a 1-to-1. You know, I think if you're looking at some ABS stuff too, JTK and what's the other one, DMK or whatever, they make some decent stuff. I think all Mode keycaps are a mix. I don't think that's the case. Like there's any different ones. You know what I mean? Also have to deal with restocking with GMK. Yeah. So again, there's some differences you have to look at here. I have to say though, I mean, Mode clearly knew what they were doing with this when they're comboing their own keycap sets with their keyboards. This kind of looks really nice right now. Like this goes hard. This really does. Let's give a tour of the keyboard one more time. I do think the force breaks make a smidge of a difference. I think the main difference though is the feet. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm almost curious. I don't want to rip it off because I don't have that many sets of these force breaks, but maybe we should try the next one with and without just to see if it makes a big difference. This colorway is fucking sick. Yeah, for research purposes, we will next time. Damn. Super, super, super happy with this. Let's see. Deep 60. Let's see this thing. This is cool. How much is this? What's the conversion like? You can't beat the color matching? No, it's super good. All right, though. Anything new with their 2026? Yes, it is different feet on the bottom, so no more long feet. Different internal structuring for the bottom of the case, so now it has stepped internals. And then there's force brake pads. Other than that, like when it comes to changes that are significant that will change the way this keyboard sounds, not much. This is just I'd say a small revamp. So stepped internals, what they do I have the other keyboard here? I don't feel like opening it. Stepped internals, what they do is, instead of just having a flat plane in which sound can bounce off of, the stepped internals allow the sound to kind of bounce in different directions, as well as add a different structure to the bottom case. I've found, over the years of trying different keyboards, stepped internals make a pretty big difference. Like there have been boards that have stepped internals that have been full aluminum that normally would be resonant as all hell. And with those kind of lines, they sound really good. So, is this as big of a refresh as the last Sonnet? So the last Sonnet got the new mounting style. I would legitimately say this is on par. And I think, and I know this might not seem like a lot, I legitimately think the feet being different makes it on par. Truly. GMK Ad will be the last GMK set I buy SRP because it fits very well with Pangea Mini citrus color. Oh, true. I know the new prices are a little bit crazy. I'm not going to disagree with you there. Who are your favorite content creators in the space? Glorsis. I love that guy. Glorsis makes me laugh. Extra Prius. I like his style. I've always liked his style. I mean, there's a lot of great content creators. There's a lot of good ones. I mean, like Mango does good stuff. I've been liking Mango streams as of recent. Who else does some fun stuff? Sterling does great stuff too. Who else does some good stuff? I mean, Diego and Marcia, obviously. Patty, obviously. Not Tim. Definitely not Tim Keelis. What else? Mikey's been doing some good stuff too. I've always enjoyed this guy called Alex. Thank you, Dron. I appreciate you, man. Teja, rest in peace. He didn't die or anything. He's just gone. There's a guy named Alex I like watching. Thanks, Ardang. Has Shai been streaming? He's in retirement? Yeah, he did. He's in a retirement home. The full Alu Encore sounds so good. I legitimately prefer the full aluminum Encore, if I'm being real. I think it's such a good board.
We can't forget our cinematic Otbokis.
Deboki makes some great stuff. There's a lot of people who do content from Korea who just like make the most aesthetically pleasing shit ever. What happened to Lul Stacks? I think he's just different focuses now. I loved Ryan when he was streaming. I think Ryan's considered retired, no? Marco-chan's makes some good stuff too. I mean, realistically, I think everyone does some good stuff, man. I don't know. Everyone does some good stuff. You can't hate. Bull does some amazing stuff. He streams real quick. He streams real quick. I'm waiting for Squashy to have a consistent upload schedule. I think YouTubers in general, it's hard to do consistent with that. I don't know why. Even when I try to do consistent videos, I suck at it. I love doing live streams though. Even though technically, I don't know. I personally think live streams are more work. Teja is actually 65 now. He is 65. Scooped Bar, doing some good stuff on YouTube. It looks 21. 65 years old, yeah, Teja. You guys look like you're the same age? No, he's 65. He's up there? Yeah, he's getting up there. Being stabs ages you. Oh my god, dude. Alright though, guys. This was our first stream of the new Mode 65, or not Mode 65, Mode Sonnet. If you guys want to see the other stream for the Mode Sonnet, I will be doing it probably in the next few days. I don't know what I'm going to use to do for the second one here. I was thinking tactiles. But, I mean, closing thoughts, good changes. It's still the same old sonnet, just with some more fine-tuning being made, and I'm happy about that. Pricing still seems pretty good. I mean, pricing for the full brass bottom has always been kind of expensive, so I'm not, like, super shocked that the full stainless steel version's about $500 and something. But for like the other colorways, $300 for a Mode board, I think is great. Also to take in consideration too, like Mode's customer service, not only by me, and you don't have to take my word for this, like look it up. It's super good. Like Mode has been killing it with customer service as well. So that's part of the investment. You know, it's part of why you'd pick up a Mode board too. Aesthetically, this Sonnet's still iconic. I think this Sonnet is one of the more iconic designs in the keyboard world. So, all right, though, guys. I hope everyone has a good rest of the day. Let's go find someone to raid, shall we? I can vouch Mode's customer service is fantastic. Yeah, plus they have some great people on the team now, so... Twitch. I like Mode's new website, man. It looks so good. You saying they didn't before? Oh my god. You know, you guys are taking me out tonight. I don't know what's going on, bro. I can't win. I can't win at all. Let's go raid Yukina. Any place we can see your photography work? Wait! Before I go, I do have a place for that now. But it's mostly keyboard stuff. I'm not done yet, though. Hold on, I'll pull it up. I don't remember the link, though. Shit. Wait. It's right here. I'll show you guys really quick before we go here. So this is what I worked on for my... I think I'll give you guys the webpage here. Hold on, let me just give you guys the webpage too. It's not like you can't navigate to it yet, so this is not like fully live, but I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. There's still some things that don't work 100% on this page yet, because this is something I've been having to kind of like work on from scratch. But I am starting to add all the boards. And then you can click on them and like zoom in and stuff if you guys want. So I'm starting to get through it. I don't think I'm going to post like personal photography just because it doesn't really make sense on this page, but I should eventually add every single board. I don't think I'm that far in. Yeah, I'm like 2025. But I eventually will add everything. Like I even added the new ones I took of the new Vasa Green Manta. So eventually I'll add everything. Where's the Rookie around too? You tell me. All right though, guys. I'll go find someone to raid. I think we're raiding Yuki now, right? Do you feel like it's a little big? Should I make it a little small? I don't know. I gotta go over the page some more. It's a very big work in progress. Like this is a page that I've been wanting to do forever. So I'm not 100%. I'm not like loving the design of the page yet. There's still some stuff I need to completely flush out. But it's getting there. It's getting there, I think. All right. Let's go with Yukina now. And then posters. Ooh, if you guys want those, I can figure that out. But all right, though, guys. Have a good one. Love you guys. I'll talk to you guys very, very soon. Thanks again for Mode for sending these out. We'll have some amazing photos of these soon, too. But I'll talk to you guys soon. Good night, everybody, and love ya. Bye-bye.